The sound was sharp, sudden, and it echoed through the room like a gunshot. She didn't scream, she didn't fall, she only turned her face slightly, as if accepting something she had already expected. Everyone froze, everyone, except him. He stood there in his expensive uniform, his chest full of medals, his voice loud, his power unquestioned, a man used to being obeyed, a man used to never hearing the word no. She was silent, that was her strength. Silence had kept her alive for years. Her name didn't matter in that moment. To them, she was just a woman who spoke when she shouldn't have. A woman who dared to stand straight in a room full of powerful men. The sadness had been living inside her for a long time. Long before the slap, long before that building, long before that day, she grew up learning how to disappear, how to lower her eyes, how to speak softly, how to endure. Her father died when she was young. Her mother worked until her hands shook. Respect was something other people received, not her. She studied hard, worked harder, earned her position through discipline and patience. Never shortcuts, never favors, and still, to him, she was nothing. The man who hit her was powerful, influential, feared. His decisions shaped careers, his signature ruined lives. When she disagreed with him, when she calmly pointed out the truth, he smiled. Then he struck her, not in rage, in certainty. The room stayed quiet, no one moved, no one spoke. That silence hurt more than the blow. Helplessness settled in her chest, heavy and familiar. She knew this feeling, the feeling of standing alone while others looked away. She wanted to speak, wanted to defend herself, but experience told her it would only make things worse. So she stood still, her hands at her sides, her breath slow. Inside, something small cracked. Not broken, just cracked. She expected punishment, she expected dismissal, she expected to be erased quietly. What she did not expect was the sound of sirens. At first, she thought she imagined it. A distant hum, then louder, closer. People shifted uncomfortably. Someone checked their phone. The man frowned. The doors opened. 3 men entered. They did not rush. They did not shout. They walked with calm authority, with the confidence of people who never needed permission. 3 generals. The room changed instantly. The air felt heavier, colder. Everyone stood. The man who had hit her straightened his uniform, his confidence returning, his smile sharp. "Gentlemen," he said, trying to control the moment. None of them looked at him. They looked at her. She lifted her eyes slowly. Not in fear, in quiet confusion. One of the generals stepped forward. His voice was steady, low. "Are you hurt?" That was when hope appeared. Not loud, not dramatic, just a small light, flickering. She hesitated. Years of survival told her to say no, to minimize, to protect herself by staying invisible. But something about the way he looked at her, not as an object, not as a subordinate, but as a human being, changed everything. "Yes," she said softly. The man laughed nervously. "This is a misunderstanding," he said. "She's exaggerating." The generals turned to him, all 3 at once. The smile disappeared from his face. One of them spoke again. "You struck her." It was not a question. The man opened his mouth, closed it, then tried again. "I disciplined her," he said. She crossed a line. Silence followed. The patience of justice is quiet. It does not rush. It waits. One of the generals nodded slightly. Another took out a folder. The third stepped closer to the man. "Your record," the general said calmly, "has been under review." The man's face drained of color. Complaints, witnesses, patterns, years of power abused behind closed doors. He had believed himself untouchable. That was his greatest mistake. The woman stood there, still silent, still composed. She didn't smile. She didn't cry. She waited. That patience, learned through suffering, was stronger than anger. The generals gave their orders. Clear, precise. The man was escorted out. Not dragged, not humiliated, removed. The room breathed again. One of the generals turned back to her. "You will not be punished," he said. "You will not be silenced." Her chest tightened, not with fear, with relief. Justice did not come with applause. It came with respect. Later, when the room was empty, she sat alone for a moment. Her cheek still burned, but something else warmed her now. Dignity. The news spread fast, faster than rumors, faster than lies. A powerful man had fallen. Not because of revenge, but because someone finally listened. People looked at her differently after that. Some with shame, some with admiration, some with fear. She didn't care. She had learned something important. Silence can protect you, but truth, spoken at the right moment, can change everything. She walked out of the building that day, with her head high, her steps steady, her future finally her own. And somewhere behind her, the echo of that slap no longer had power, because 1 minute was all it took for justice to arrive.